So today we will have a sample of a student, a foreigner who is from Zambia, and her name is Martha. And Martha just happens to have scored already band 7.5 in IELTS speaking. So let's see what a foreigner band 7.5 sounds like. And she will be interviewed by BK, one of our esteemed students. So
Mhm.
BK, the floor is yours.
Okay. Hi, ma'am. Good morning. My name is PK. I will be your examiner for today. Can you state your full name, please?
My name is Martha Msonda, but my friends usually call me Msonda. So you can just call me Martha. It's okay.
Okay. Do you work or are you a student?
Well, I wouldn't really say that I'm a student because currently I'm a registered nurse working at Levy Teaching Hospital. It's situated along Great East Road in the heart of Zambia called Lusaka.
Okay.
I'm currently working.
Please describe your hometown a little.
Well, my hometown is in Zambia. It's in the middle of Africa. It's well known for its tourist attraction, tourist industry. We have Victoria Falls in Livingstone. We have Victoria Falls in Livingstone, and we usually have tourists every year. So my hometown is it's a small town, but because of its tourist attraction, we have a lot of tourists actually around in the early months of the year. Yes. So
Martha,
Okay.
it's a hometown where to live in.
sorry to disturb BK. So Victoria Falls is in Zambia.
Yes, it's in Zambia.
Oh my God, that's really a huge series of falls, right? Correct, Martha. It's a
Yes.
huge, like it's like Niagara Falls in a way, right? Really big.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it's very big.
Okay. I see. Go ahead, BK.
Okay, let's talk about science. Do you like science?
Well, I really love science. It was one of my favorite subjects in my early years of school life. Yes, science is one of my favorite subjects.
Okay. Do you think school children should have both science and art classes?
Well, science and art classes should really be introduced, yes, in their early childhood. One, not only considering that they'll be able to learn, but the fact that science will help them bring out the best in them. And early innovation can only be done by early children. So if we introduce science in children, they'll be able to learn early things and they'll be able to innovate new things that have never been innovated before. And art as well, it's a very good, it's a very good course considering it will help them bring their passion out. Yes,
Oh,
I think art and science should be introduced in school.
mhm. Do you think science is important to our society?
Well, I think science, yes, is really important to our society. What's a world without science? And considering many of the things that we are able to see now, it has been because of the science industry that has been able to innovate most of the things. For instance, I would give an example of a computer. If people didn't take science, or if we didn't have science in the community, we wouldn't have been able to have such things like a smart TV, a smartphone, and computers as well. So it's really important that we have science in our community. It helps us to discover and innovate new things in life.
Okay. Let's proceed to your part two. Let's talk about number 12, a traditional product.
Sorry.
Let's talk about the traditional
Oh,
product.
wait. I don't think Martha has the app. So what we're gonna do is,
I'm
BK, could you
gonna
send? Yeah. and then
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna share my screen. Martha,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna be okay. I saw it already, BK.
Okay, sir.
Uh, there will be one student who will be having his exam, so we're gonna end this quick, and then you can listen in on our. You can see Josh over there, so we're gonna end this quick, and then we're gonna interview Josh because he's about to take his exam in an hour. Josh, your
Okay.
exam is at 1:30, correct? Josh. Okay. All right.
Hello,
Your
sir?
exam your exam is in an hour.
No, sir. Na-move pa lang to 5.
5 o'clock. Okay.
It's
Yay.
5:35.
Okay. You have so much time. All right.
Yeah, and the weather here is bad because of the typhoon.
Yeah, the typhoon is coming, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think their flight was delayed. Their
Oh,
fam
all right.
the IDP people are coming from Cebu.
Yeah, and then we have to consider about your exam for tomorrow because the typhoon will hit is expected to hit by
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I don't know.
Okay.
I texted their numbers, but I haven't received any reply from them.
Okay. All right. BK, I'm gonna do this part. Martha, now I'd like you to talk about the topic. And
Yes, sir.
oh, hold on. Can I go back? Can I go back? BK, can you ask one more series of part one questions for Martha? Because we have time
Okay.
all of a sudden. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go back to your part one and let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about names. Is there any tradition about naming babies in your country?
There's actually a certain way of naming babies in our country where I come from, Zambia. Usually, babies are given names after 7 days of being born, and names come either from a dream or from one's experience during their pregnancy. So yes, we have a certain way of naming babies in our country.
Okay. Does
Martha,
your mm,
I'm sorry, BK. Whose
it's okay, sir.
responsibility is it? Is it the wife's responsibility or the husband's responsibility, or do they share the responsibility
Well,
of
I would
naming a
say
baby?
Yeah, well, I would say it's a responsibility for everyone. Usually, you'd find the family members, the experience that they encountered during that child's
Mm,
pregnancy. That's what would determine one's name. So it's either the father, the mother, the relatives, or the uncles. So it
okay,
depends on the dream that they had during the pregnancy. So that is what will actually trigger the child's name.
okay. So nice.
Okay. Does your name have any special meaning?
Oh, nice.
Well, it definitely has. Msonda means a lot where I come from. Um, Going back in history, Musonda was one of the names given to a warrior. So when I was born, they decided to give me that name because of the challenges my mom had gone through. So my name has got a special meaning attached to it. It means warrior, someone who overcomes, someone who's determined enough, and someone who's able to get things done. Yes, it has a special meaning.
Okay. Do people in your country ever change their names?
I wouldn't really say that they don't change their names, but yes, looking at the society we are living in now, one is given the right to change his or her name. So where I come from, in our community, people are given that privilege to change their name. And it so happens that if one doesn't love the name they were given, he or she is free to go and get their names changed. So yes, where I'm coming from in our community, people are given the right to change their names and
Okay.
give a name that is meaningful to them.
Okay. Sir Johnny, can we proceed now?
Hold on. Martha, how does a
Yes,
person
sir.
go about changing their names in your country? Do they have to
I
go to
can get
court?
you.
How does a person go about changing their names?
Okay. So changing the names in a community, one needs to go to court, get their
Mm,
official documents that are needed there, and yes, they'll be able to change their names from the court.
okay. Hmm. All right. And are the names usually Western? The names for children in your country, are they usually Western names?
Well, most of the community members' names are usually not from the Western. In our community, they prefer much to have a name that has a certain meaning attached to it. And most of the names that are common in our community are names that are of local use. So you find most of the names here are names of our native language, which is Bemba, Nyanja, Tonga, and so on.
Okay. Interesting. I like these questions. Okay. Vicky, I'll do this second part. Because there's a script for this. Martha, you have a piece of paper?
Yes, I do have.
Okay. So now I would like you to talk about the topic. Before you talk, you have 1 minute to prepare your answer, and you may write notes if you wish. There's a pen and paper on your desk for you to write notes in. And here's your topic on the screen. Can you see it, Martha?
Yes, I'm able to see it.
Okay. We'll go through the 1 minute, Martha. I'd like you to describe a product from your area, such as a food or handicraft. Your 1 minute preparation time starts now. We'll just maintain some silence, guys. We'll simulate the actual test. Martha, your 1 minute
Yes.
preparation time is over. Remember, you have a maximum of 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. Your time starts now.
Well, I can start.
Go ahead, Martha.
Well, Zambia is originally known for the production of the carpets known as the impasa. So today I'll talk a little bit about the impasa. Impasa is one of the favorite mats produced in Zambia. Well, I got to know about impasa, or rather, I tried impasa for the first time during my kitchen party. It was a big celebration where people bring all sorts of gifts for you. So I was fortunate enough to have someone bring it for me on my day of the kitchen party. So I was pretty excited. I was pretty excited to try it for the first time. Products such as the impasa are usually bought from the market, because they are a market where we have lots of vendors made. So you'll be able to access impasa at the market that is nearby our hometown, a market called Chisokoni. So yes, one can get their impasa made at Sokone market. Impasa takes it's a very delicate mat. It's handmade actually. So it takes a lot of time and effort for one to have it organized. It usually takes about, I think it should be a year for one to get it done. Not only is it a nice carpet, but it's rather expensive as well for one to access it. So yeah, it's a really pretty mat to try. Where it is probably. Well, Impasa is really famous, or rather I would say popular in Zambia, considering that it takes a lot of time and effort to get it organized together. Yes, so the producers of
Thank you,
Impasa,
Martha. Your 2 minutes is over.
okay.
For your follow-up question, I'd like to ask, do you usually use this carpet on the floor or do you hang it on a wall?
Impasa, it's a mat. It's a mat made from natural wood. That is very comfortable. So when one needs to use the impasa, it's best you put it on the wall or the floor. So
Okay,
either you put it
either.
on the wall for decoration, or on the wall, I mean for decoration, on the floor for comfortability. It suits.
Well, okay. All right. So now we've talked about a traditional product from your hometown, and BK would just like to ask you a few more questions about it. Go, BK.
Okay, sir. Hold on. Okay, what is the value of traditions?
Well, tradition has a high value attached to it, considering that most of the heritage we have, or most of the heritage we usually inherit it from tradition. So here in Zambia, tradition has great value in our country, considering the practices that most of the Zambian citizens do. They are of the tradition, so it has great importance attached to it.
Okay. What different types of traditional products are produced in your country?
Well, we have quite a variety of traditional products. I would go on and on, but I'll try to summarize as much as I can. Yes. So we have different traditional products, like we have the tobwa, which is usually made from the maize meal. That's one of the traditional products that the local community are able to access, and it's readily available here in Zambia. Then we also have handcraft made, such as the impasa. Those are very good for tourism, tourism industry. Considering most of the tourists that come, they really get amazed and excited to see how of great value impasta is in our country. Yeah, so we have quite a lot of traditional products that are made. We also have hair products such as the shampoo called shampoo in our local language. Then we also have creams such as the Vaseline, or rather I would say oil. That's how we call it here in our country. Yeah, so we have quite a number of traditional products that are produced here in Zambia.
Okay. Why are traditional products important?
Well, traditional products have great value, or rather are very important, considering that they promote local trading industry, in that I don't necessarily need to go outside to get the things that I need, but I would rather access them locally here in Zambia. So most of the things that are usually used by Zambians are of traditional. And when we go back in history, you'd find certain things are the things that are now being innovated, are the things that are being upgraded. All of those things come from the traditional products, yes. So I think traditional has great importance to Zambians.
Okay. For your last question, why do people like to buy imported products?
Well, I think imported products usually comes with the advertisement industry. Most of the imported products, you'd find they have been advertised greatly in the advertisement industry. So not only are people excited, but they're also looking forward to trying out the product that was advertised at a certain area or certain time or certain place. Yes. So I think most of the people are moved by the product that is coming from outside because of the excitement of wanting to try out something new. Yeah, so I think imported products are also good considering they have different tastes, and people are looking forward to try out different things and new things, I guess.
Okay. Sir Juni?
Martha, thank you very much. That's the end of your speaking test. I'll give you some feedback, Martha.
Okay.
Okay. So while you were talking, Martha, I did write down some notes. So
Okay.
let me explain. Can you see the screen, Martha?
Yes, I can see this.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
So as regards pronunciation, your pronunciation is actually good, except for this interjection well. So I think you should learn to pronounce it better. Because the
Okay.
way you pronounce it is something like wa. I think it's something like wa. So try to
Okay.
pronounce the L more. Try to enunciate the L more well. Can you try that, Martha? Well,
Well,
there. That's how you pronounce it. Watch out for that. Well, something like that. Well, okay. And then you did have some good vocabs. So you did say innovate and determined. I'm just gonna group them together. Privilege. There, really nice. Okay, but we need more of this, Martha. You did say you wanted to score an 8. Is that correct,
sorry.
Martha? You
Yes.
did say you wanted to
Yes,
score
sir.
an 8. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
you're not happy with your 7.5. You're targeting an 8. You
Yes,
really
sir.
hope to hit an 8. Okay, and then I typed this down because this is what you call the perfect tense, the past perfect tense. So your tensing is really good. Your past tenses are solid, good, and then you additionally have the past perfect tense. So this really shows a wide range of grammatical. Uh, you have a wide grammatical range and accuracy. That's a strength of yours. Okay,
Well,
so keep that up. And then the
thank you,
rest
sir.
of this, okay, let me just highlight this sentence. This is a question I threw you. How does a person go about changing their names? So I was trying to test if you would understand that kind of question, and you did. So that's another good indicator because normally many examinees might not be able to understand what that question is all about. So how does a person go about changing their names? That's like a collocation here. And then you do have strong collocations as well. So all of these are collocations. That will be in the manuscript that I'll be giving you, Martha. All right. So get things done is a collocation. Great importance attached to it. Really nice. I can go on and on. That's another collocation. This one is really nice. That construction I don't necessarily need to. And the excitement of wanting to try out the traditional product that you mentioned. These are collocations, very strong in you. And there are many more that I wasn't able to type. But the point is, you do have very solid collocations, and collocations really are a product of exposure to the language. So clearly, you have been exposed a lot to English. That's why you have all of these there. So in order to score an 8, you really are very characteristically 7.5. In order to score an 8, the key now will be in your lexical resource here. We need more of these heavy words. Do you understand, Martha?
Yes.
We need more of those. Um, and I think I should send you the document on the reviewer. This is what we call the reviewer. And at the end of this reviewer, we have what we call the vocabulary builder. So I haven't sent this to you, I believe. So for example, instead of saying advantages or disadvantages, we use these alternate words there. We need more of these. Um, there, do you see that idiom? It was eye candy for beautiful.
Yes.
You could have used that for the carpet that you mentioned. It's pleasing, appealing, attractive. We need to throw more of these heavy words.
Okay.
The carpet appears to be big, so you could use it's huge instead of saying big. And then, okay, these are other um, recommendations, and we continually work on this list there. So if you see Martha in our YouTube page, you will see all the students there who scored an 8.5, an 8 or 9. It was because of this lexical range, lexical resource there.
Okay.
So that is the opportunity. See, lots of them. Okay, all right. This is what we call circumlocution. You do have this already, very natural in you there. Something like, that's a really an interesting question. It's so natural in you. So there's no need to work on that. So in a nutshell, our opportunity is to work on your vocabs there. But the rest of it, your tensing is really strong. Your tenses are really strong. Past tenses, collocations are really strong. More of these vocabs though. Okay. Do you have any questions, Martha?
No, sir.
Okay. And you do not have the application, correct?
No, I don't.
I see. Okay. Amazing, guys. She was able to answer those hard questions on traditions. She didn't even have the application. Okay. We'll talk about that, but we'll stop the recording first, Martha. Hold on, hold on.